Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into today's video. So, guys, President Trump's been president for about 10 months. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about what's going on in this administration, what's he doing good, what's doing bad. We have 4 categories: the economy, then we'll talk about immigration policy, then foreign policy. And yep, let's get to it. So, guys, we'll start with the economy. So, guys, Donald Trump's economy thinks it's good, but not great. It's not great. It's not the economy I think most Americans want. I think we all want a better economy. I think that's the main reason people voted for Donald Trump. It's just not been that. I think it's been good. I think majority of prices, like inflation, is down. Beef prices are lower. Egg prices are lower. Banana prices are lower. Majority of prices are lower. Gas prices are lower. Which is a very good thing. But it's not that low. It's not that low. Which is, that's not great. That's good, but not great. I think it's a step in progress. Inflation's like barely going down, and then actually I think it goes up a little bit and then comes back down. So it's been kind of like, I think inflation majority right now is down, but it's not great. It's lower than it was under Joe Biden, which is a good thing. But inflation currently is still kind of high, which is not good. It is lower though, which is a good thing. Another thing, the jobs report has been garbage. Like, be honest with you. And that's not all President Trump's fault. I think part of that's AI, and Gen Z doesn't want to work. There's a lot of issues there, so it's not all of President Trump's fault. And that was still an issue during Joe Biden. During the Joe Biden administration. But it's still not that good, not going to lie. The jobs report has still not been that good, if you ask me. It's not been great. It really hasn't been. And then now, I do want to talk about the tariffs before we move on to the immigration policy side of things. I do want to talk about the tariffs because it's been very interesting. So, guys, with the tariff thing, the tariffs are still like a work in progress. Trump's floated this idea with the $2,000 stimulus checks about paying people $2,000, which is, I think, a very interesting idea. Some people think it will cause inflation. Some people think it will be great and lower inflation, which we all want. So that's just speculation going on. Trump said on Truth Social he doesn't want to do that, but I don't know how it would work. Trump hasn't officially done anything with that yet. He said about like 3 weeks ago about the $2,000 stimulus checks, and I think it's an interesting idea. I don't really know how that would work at all. Because guys, the reasons I like tariffs, for the one reason, because we haven't actually had a lot of news about actually had a lot of news about U.S. companies building stuff in the U.S., not in China. That's the main reason I like tariffs, because I think we need to start building stuff here in the United States, not in foreign countries. I like that idea. The second reason tariffs are a good thing is the tariff revenue, because, guys, we made a lot. I think most people don't realize this. We made like $2 billion off tariff revenue. Lots of money off of tariff revenue, and that's why President Trump wants to give these $2,000 stimulus checks to people. I think it's like under like under like $2,000 a year, something like that. Your paychecks and your salary is like $2,000 a year, something like that. I think it'll be an interesting idea, but it's still a wait in progress. It might not even happen. Trump said this on Truth Social like 3 weeks ago. It's a very interesting idea. The tariffs are still a wait in progress. The tariffs could be a disaster. They could be. I think it's technically possible. I don't think they are. They're still a wait in progress. We'll see what happens with the tariffs. It's all pretty much a waiting game. Hopefully we get more U.S. companies building, like Apple. Apple's already invested more money into the United States. Let's hope we get more companies building stuff in the United States, not in China or other foreign countries. We want that. I think it's good. But the tariffs are still a wait in progress. Let's hope they do good. We never know. Tariffs are a waiting game, if you ask me. But anyway, guys, let's move on to my next section. Trump's economy. I'll give him like a B+ on the economy. I think it's doing good, but not great. That's just my stance. We'll see what happens with the tariffs and those stimulus checks. They're kind of a waiting game, not going to lie. Inflation is kind of been like this under Donald Trump. Joe Biden was like this. So progress there made, but still a lot to fix. But I'll give Trump like a B+ when it comes to the economy. Moving on to, we'll talk about immigration policy. Guys, if you are rating Donald Trump's border, the border, 0 illegal immigrants coming through. It's been like the 6th straight month. Round of applause for Donald Trump. Give Donald Trump an A++++++++++ on the border. Literally 0 illegal immigrants coming through. That is awesome. That is completely awesome. I love it. You gotta love what President Trump's doing at the border, man. Joe Biden, there was millions of people coming through here illegally, and when President Trump took over, he shut it all down. I know Democrats are Kamala Harris saying, you need a bill to shut down the border. Nope, he just needed a new president, and Trump proved everyone wrong. Like, day one, he pretty much shut down the border. Crazy. I know I've talked about a lot on this channel, But Donald Trump's done a great job of shutting down that border. You got to give credit to President Trump and the Border Patrol. They've done an awesome job. And the DHS and Kristi Noem and Tom Homan done a great job of securing that border. Give credit where credit is due. And guys, now let's talk. I want to talk more about because the Border Patrol, they've done great. ICE, I think ICE has done a good job. I think they're doing their job. And I don't like people who hate ICE. I know people say I hate ICE and all this stuff. I don't know why people hate ICE. If you hate like our immigration law in this country, which if you cross here illegally, that is a crime. I don't care if you like it or not, that is a crime. If you hate that law so much, don't throw rocks at ICE agents. Go to Congress and yell at them about it. They're the ones that made the law, not ICE. ICE is just enforcing the law. Like, why? I don't get why people get mad at ICE and start throwing rocks at them. It makes literal, like, people throw rocks at ICE. Like, are you guys 4 years old? Why are you guys throwing rocks at ICE agents? Grow up a little bit. Come on. Like, really, just grow up a little bit. I don't get why people hate ICE so much. It literally makes zero sense to me. I don't know why people hate ICE so much. But give credit to Donald Trump and the Border Patrol. They've done an awesome job. Deportations are doing good. The self-deportations have done, I think, done good. It's a very good offer, you ask me. The offer is, I heard you get you get $7,000 or no, it's like $1,000 to leave the country, and then if you go back to your origin country, you can come back here legally, and you're good. I think it's a good offer. So, but if you're here legally, get deported, you can never come back. That's President Trump's offer. He's like it's called the CBP app, something like that. I think it's a good thing. It really is a good thing if you ask me. But Donald Trump, the border, done a great job. Even if you hate Donald Trump, to be honest, he's done a great job with the border. I know people hate ICE and all that stuff, which I think is ridiculous. If you hate the laws in this country, go yell at Congress. They made it. ICE is just enforcing it. I don't get why you're throwing rocks at ICE agents. Makes no sense. And why we're being rude to ICE agents. Makes literally no sense. I really don't get the hate on ICE. I really don't get it at all. But if I had to rate Donald Trump's immigration policy, I would definitely give him probably like an A+. Especially when it comes to the Border Patrol. ICE, probably around a B+. Deportations are doing good, but not great. I think this administration is good, but not great. I'll be completely honest. Immigration, securing the border, though, A+. Biggest accomplishment of the president of this administration, completely. Anyway, guys, let's move on to foreign policy. Very interesting discussion. Russia, Ukraine. We'll start with the Russia-Ukraine war, and then we'll head over to the Middle East in a minute. But this Russia-Ukraine war has been very interesting because guys, we had like no news on the Russia-Ukraine war. We just got some news about Trump offering, I believe, this like 20-piece plan to Zelensky. Zelensky, I think, said it's gonna be one of the hardest, like, biggest decisions in like Ukrainian's history. That's a very interesting statement by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. But guys, this war really does need to end. It's been going on for 3 years. Both Russian soldiers, both Ukrainian soldiers are dying. It's awful. It really needs to come to an end. I feel like we've been saying that for a while. Did Trump remember when Trump said he was getting the war on day one? That's not happened. That's not happened at all. But it's going to take a while. I mean, it really is a very terrible war. We wanted to solve it. It's not good for humanity if the war goes on. Millions of people are dying each day in the war. It's awful. It really is awful what's going on in that Russia-Ukraine war. It's terrible. It really is terrible. Let's hope we get that war solved. Well, hopefully Zelensky does accept the peace plan. I haven't really looked that into it. I am going to look more into it soon. Maybe I'll make a video more about it, talking about it tomorrow or Tuesday. But it's a very interesting peace deal. I think it'll be a good thing. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about I actually do want to talk about the Gaza war a little bit, because guys, I don't know if I should really give Trump credit what he did about a month and a half ago. If you guys do not remember, when Trump signed that historic peace deal to end the war in Israel-Hamas, I would love to give Trump credit for that. The problem is, both Israel and Hamas have both invaded it. Hamas invaded it first, and then Israel started bombing. It's a mess. I still want to give Trump kind of credit for it, because he went to Egypt, he signed, but then they started doing that again. It's just, why? So I really still want to give Trump credit for that, but I don't know if I can or not. So I'll probably give Trump a C for that. Foreign policy, I'm probably going to give Trump a C on foreign policy. That's my grade for President Trump on that. I wish I could give credit for the Gaza thing, but I can't right now. He got India and Pakistan done. He got Congo. He got like India and Congo done. So Trump's ended. So I'll give him I'll up it a little bit. I'll give Trump a C+ when it comes to foreign policy, because he's done a good job at ending some wars. He got Israel-Iran done. That could have been a lot worse, guys. If you guys go back to June when the Israel-Iran stuff was very hot, like it was when we bombed Iran's nuclear sites and Israel was bombing Iran, very big stuff there. Trump ended that. Like, I think it was like 2 days after we bombed Iran. Trump got a ceasefire done between Israel and Iran. So that Israel-Iran thing, honestly, that could have been very, very bad. That could have ended up bad. That could have ended up very bad, but he didn't. So Trump, I'll give him a C plus when it comes to foreign policy. They're just like Israel Hamas. It probably would be a A if it wasn't for the Gaza, with the Israel Hamas war, which is not completely his fault. It's more Hamas. Let's hope we can get something else done. But anyway, guys, so anyway, Trump C plus on his foreign policy stuff. Hopefully, the Israel Hamas war does end, kind of. I know Trump tried to end it, but then Israel Hamas break the ceasefire. It's really not. It's sad, to be honest with you guys. Hamas is a terrorist group. You can't fully trust them. I still want to give Trump. I still want to give Trump credit to flying to Egypt and trying to end the war, because I think it's still a good effort. But I'll still have to give Trump a C plus on foreign policy. But anyway, guys, now I think it's time to give my rating out of 10 for this administration. So, guys, if I had to give Donald Trump a rating out of 10, I would say an 8.10 out of 10. And the reason why I say that, the reason why I do say it, is because I would honestly, I would probably give Trump a 9 if he got that Israel-Hamas war solved, which technically he did, but then I think they broke it, and now they're back to fighting, which is terrible. We won in that war. That's the kind of reason I'm not giving Trump a 9 out of 10. It's like I think it's an 8 point. I give Trump an 8.11 out of 10. There's still a lot to means to clean up. The economy's still kind of, it's good, but not great. Like, I think my opinion right now, inflation currently is kind of like this. I mean, it's gone up. It goes up a little bit, and then goes down, like kind of like this. Joe Biden was like this, so there's improvement there. That's why I think that's why I give Trump a B plus on the economy. But overall, I think this has been a good administration. Hopefully, get some more news on the Epstein stuff. With the Epstein Transparency Act getting passed. Hopefully, get the DOJ will release some more information about the Epstein stuff, which is I think we want more news on that. I don't think Donald Trump's in the Epstein files. If Donald Trump was in the Epstein files, you would think he would, like, he literally told House Republicans to vote for that bill. Why would Donald Trump be in the Epstein files? I can kind of get your point back in July, but now I don't see Donald Trump is not in the Epstein files. Donald Trump would know if he was in the Epstein files. Let's be honest here, folks. But anyway, guys, let's get into today's video. Donald Trump in 8.11 out of 10. Crazy stuff going on. Hopefully more news coming up soon. Hopefully get more news on that Russia-Ukraine peace deal, the 20-point plan peace deal. I would love to give Trump more credit for the Israel-Hamas war, but Israel and Hamas, they're jerks. And that's not all on Trump. It's not all on Trump. So I don't want to completely blame Trump for that, because he did try to end it, and I still want to give him credit for that. He did try to end it. So I will give Donald Trump credit where credit is due. But I think it's more on, like, Israel. I don't know. Israel and Hamas do hate each other. It's a long conflict. The Israel-Palestine conflict is a very long conflict. Very, very long, if you ask me. Very big problems between those two. But guys, let's get into today's video. Still a lot to improve in this administration, but I think we're in month 10. Crazy, crazy stuff. We're almost close to the 1-year anniversary. There's still about 4 years left in this administration. We've still got a lot left to go. Trump is not running for a third term, people. Sorry. No, Trump 2028 is a joke. It's not real seriously business. Not going to lie. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Peace out. Bye-bye. 8.11 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. Bye-bye.